My name is Robert Anderson, and I am the voice of written sins. This is Kickstarter a weekend update. Kickstarter Talk weekend update. It's our first ever edition. We're going to be planning to be doing this on a Thursday or Friday. We'll be updating the list to show you what you need on the weekends. And it's going to be a quicker format. We're not going to go deep into anything. We're only going to give you pretty much a teaser trailer of everything very quick. And we're going to get you to where you need to be this weekend. But before you lose out on backing any of these Kickstarters, wanted to make sure you knew what was going on. So let's get to that list. Italiano is actually going to be ending by the time most of you guys see it. But it is on our main site. The Correlation Comics, if you have this video before Sunday, come to this site and click that button. They're two great comic books. One's making fun of the Italian mafia, but it's a lot deeper than that, and it does a lot funnier stuff. Correlation Comics is just a massive amount of creators that came together in a Facebook group. These are all ending as we're talking about making this video right now, so you're not going to have a lot of time for it. Written Sins, the records, don't ignore that records thing up there. Actually, we have the wrong list loaded. Well, that's not going to be good. So instead of going to the list, we're just going to improvise, and we're going to do this. We're just going to go through each one of them. Harith is the spirited fantasy about strangers who begin to see visions of encroaching void as it chases them, the last known light of existence. We've never actually seen this video, so I'm going to go ahead and let this video
run. Hey guys, Brent here. Just dropping in for a quick update, let you know what we got going on this end. We got 40 pages of art coming up. We're really excited to tell you guys about, and you guys have been awesome, and everybody's been backing well, and we're really, really excited. So we're actually going to add 2 more pages to the comic for all you guys. Yeah? Cool. All right. So here at the sitting at 60.
Okay, so you heard it. They're adding more pages. Check in with this to see what else is going on. They're getting really close to being funded. We picked it for our Kickstarter for the weekend. As a matter of fact, we were so excited about it. So we suggest you guys do the same. And it really is a fantastic book. And I really do suggest it. I'm a huge fan of it. I'm just going to quickly bring up for that while that loads. We're going to talk about Toothville. Toothville number 2. This is from Kim Robertson, Swamp Line Productions. This is a great little thing. We're going to take a quick. All right. Toothville 2. The survival of Toothville lies in the hands of a social reject, Tilda Hillefairy, and her cat Slinky in this all-ages modern fairy tale. So it looks like it's dentist versus fairy, and this winner takes all issue. No, it looks like it's fun. Kim Roberts knows how to have a sense of humor and is fantastic. I've read a lot of her stuff. I've been fortunate enough to actually get it before it's been released, and I'm always impressed by her. That alone is a great reason to back this. The Night 2 is about to have daylight hit the Kickstarter, meaning it's going to disappear. It's already funded at $778. Now is your time to back this Kickstarter. So become part of it. Get on Kickstarter right now. You're running out of time. This will be over by Monday. So now is the time. The Night number 2 is the Maiden and the Sorcerer. Who will draw first in Blood in the Battle? If you haven't gotten issue 1, you can get issue 1 with this. So definitely join in. Youre the Goat. Youre the Goat number 8 is already here. This just, Tom Spellman keeps churning them out. Bluebell catches up with an old friend. Supplies arrive to San Pablo, and El Diablo's road trip is halted by a stranger. By the stranger, I suppose that's someone in it. I haven't read issue number 6 or 7, so I don't get to reference the stranger, but many of you are. You can already see they're about to hit 3,000 with 100 backers. Amazing job, Tom Spellman. Killer Bees, the high-flying comic book and tag team style action. This is the comic biography of pro wrestling tag team the Killer Bees, based on interviews with Brian Blair and Jumping Jim Brazel. This is from Inverse Press with the writer, creator behind it, John Crowther, who is going to be Iacon this weekend. So if you're in Florida and you're Ocala, I don't know how to pronounce that thing, but it's over on the west coast of Florida, kind of near Orlando. Go look up Iacon, ICCON3 on Facebook, and meet him. And he's also the one who did Nikolai Volkov's Kickstarter that we talked about a few weeks ago. So an amazing project. Evil Dead 2, The Book of Thread. Now this one's kind of cool. This is kind of amazing. I'm going to let it roll for a minute, and then we're going to bounce out.
Celebration of the 30th anniversary of the cult classic, Evil Dead 2. Source Point Press and Studio Canal are proud to present to you Evil Dead 2, The Book of the Thread. The Book of the Thread is taking an old school art form in the craft world, cross-stitch, and making it groovier than ever before. Renowned horror stitcher Rebecca Marks Burley really delivers with this incredible collection, featuring over 20 designs, all officially licensed Evil Dead 2 patterns that you can use to create artwork or adorn and customize items in your home. Think cross stitches for old ladies? And we brought an old lady of our own to tell you, think again. Henrietta, correction, Deadite Henrietta, guides you through the process and gives you expert tips and tricks along the way to create some of the most badass cross-stitch art you've ever seen. Never done cross-stitch before? No problem. Henrietta teaches you everything you need to know. And we think you should listen to it. Or otherwise.
Swallow your soul! Well, if that's not a reason to back it, nothing will be. This comes from us from Travis and Source Point Press, and very impressive project, really close to getting what they need to. Kill the Facets, which I'm not entirely sure. This Nightmare Kill Facets, a comic anthology. I'm not exactly sure how many pages it is, but it's gigantic. The amount of people would take too long to scroll right now. It's a horror anthology in the tradition of creepy and eerie, reflecting on the world politics of 2017, is told by some of the top talents. We're going to take a quick look at the video. All right, so that was a great little trailer. Gives you a basic idea. This is Light Chasers. So Light Chasers is a comic where accidents happen, or maybe it's just superpowered sister causing you to explode in a gymnasium. Same thing. Light Chasers issue number 1. Now, the cool thing about this is this book takes on the idea of people not accepting each other, which is a topic that I think that we do need to talk about a little bit more. So I'm always fascinated by that. I think that the creator did a good job with dealing with the subject matter. And just from the preview pages, which I'll give you guys a quick look about it, he really does kind of draw you in with the idea of him trying to hide who he is and then washing it off because he's inspired by his sister, which when we go to the next panel might not necessarily be a good thing because instantly people start messing with him and it looks like shit's gonna go wrong. So, I mean, I'm sure it was meant the right way from the sister, but obviously this town is not going to be very open-minded, and you know, it's a problem of our generation is how closed-minded we've become. So I'm always a fan of projects like this that address it and talk about it. So I think it's worth backing. I have to actually back it. That's my bad for not getting on it yet. No excuse, just didn't do it yet, but I am going to be a backer, so don't let that dissuade you. If you notice that it doesn't say that I've backed it, because I will be backing it, I promise you. Fantastic book, great art. Let's move on to Ultralight. Now, Ultralight number 3 is back. And most people realize how much of a huge fan I am of the creator Cal and how great of a job he's done with this franchise. It's a fantastic story in itself. One day he could actually maybe write that story. So that's awesome. This is lost in a world of seemingly infinitive existence. Jake's past catches up with him as he begins to accept the truth behind his reality. This is 3 of 5, so this is that moment. This is that turning point in the story where things probably get a little more serious and a little harder because you got to build to that end. So buckle up. This one might be a hard comic to deal with. This is new to us. This is Catapulted. It's actually about sending cats into space that apparently France did when America was sending dogs into space, and the Soviet Union was, we were sending monkeys. Soviet Union was sending dogs into space. So it's kind of a take on that and a kind of a twist on it. So it's interesting. I think it's pretty cool. Jax Anderson is actually my Kickstarter. This is the story about how having creative parents and going to Comic-Cons can leave a positive effect on a child's imagination. This is Jax Anderson. You see there the backer thing. I haven't figured out yet how to do. If anyone knows, that's actually money from someone I know, and they don't know how. They don't want to sign up for Kickstarter, so I actually had to do it through my account. If anyone knows how to do that thing, I know Cal tried to explain to me, but I couldn't figure it out how to do it anonymously. I'd appreciate it. Just send it to me. So I mean, because I had that problem with Fetish Babies. A lot of people were asking me to put it on, and I can only do one for one person. I've already had a couple people who are friends and family who just want to give me money and not sign up for it. And I get that, because if they give me the money, they don't have to pay for shipping. But that's kind of not the point of Kickstarter. So I'm hoping to be able to do that email thing, even if I just have them do it as a, because what I did here is I just had this be the 70 I got, and I know what they wanted, and I'm going to use it the way it's supposed to be done. I wound up doing it as the collector's pack, and the 20 for shipping is now causing an issue, so I'm gonna have to deal with that. But what I'm probably gonna do is try to change it. But I want to know if anyone knew how to do that. We'll talk more about Jax Anderson in the coming weeks. It's a fantastic story. But yeah, if anyone knows how I can fix that, so if someone gives me money, because I'll be going to Comic-Cons over the next, as the duration of this goes, and some people might just want to give me money and then pick it up for me at Tampa Bay. So I'm kind of trying to figure out how to make that work. So anyone have experience with it, please do reach out. Fight of the Century. This is MMA cyberpunk comic book. This is FOTC, is a fast-flying biopunk graphic novel about mixed martial arts underdog that will go from public punchline to people's champ. Let us know what you think about the list and if about we should be doing it. We're going to go off air right now on YouTube. This was an experimental program that we wanted to do this weekend. If people like it, we'll continue to do it. We'll have our usual live broadcast on Tuesday at the regular time. So until then, I'll see you guys later.